Hello YouTube, I'm back again. It's 2020 and this is the first video I'm doing of the new year. Happy New Year. I done made it, let's see, 8 decades now. From the 50s to the 220s, so I'm feeling pretty good. I never thought I'd live this long, considering, where I grew up and things in the city. But I'm here, and I'm here to stay, and I just want to make sure that everybody know that you can't give up. I mean, it is what it is, and every day is a learning experience, so we got to hang in there, okay? And as far as prepping goes, if you're disabled, elderly, don't get discouraged. Hang in there, do what you got to do. Build on your supply, especially if you can stock up on your meds. Like I found out that it's some doctors that's still out there. They are willing to write you a prescription for 6 months supply of meds. They will mail you 6 months supplies. So I mean, you got to look into that. I don't have the information or anything like that. It's somebody that told me that. I will have to ask my doctor if I can get 6 months supply of meds. It depends on what kind of meds you need though, because if you know, like I know, once you open it and use it, it gets weakened. Okay, it's just diminishing strength. Okay, you can also stock up on your over-the-counter meds too. Stuff like Aleve, Advil, and stuff like that. Your over-the-counter medicine, you need to always stock up on that and have enough supplies in the house for that. But basically, that's about all I want to talk about. There ain't too much to talk about on the food front, except that we signed this new trade deal with China, which I don't understand. We signed this deal to send. It's going to send, I think it's over $1 billion worth of our corn to China. I mean, I don't figure it out, but I've been watching things and things don't seem to be right around here. What's going on? But that's a whole other thing. That's politics. And another thing I've been watching is the financial market. I mean, we heading for a crash. I see where the U.S. done threw out $1 trillion to try to fused in how should I say, injected into the economy in Wall Street, $1.4 trillion or something in there. But anyway, it ain't gonna work because the United States debt is too big, and the people that own our debt is the ones that's gonna come and do us in. But that's a whole nother story. I mean, I'm talking about you, China. I know we owe you $1.5 trillion, $1.5 billion. And I know we owe Brazil, the Cayman Islands, Japan. We used to own Russia, but Russia dumped all their debt. They sold all the stuff that we owed them to other countries. So that should tell you something. When you're gonna go to war with another country, you don't want to have to owe them anything. That's another reason why China is dumping all their debt too, because we owe China a lot more than what we owe them now, than that $1.5 billion that we owe them now, and they dumping a lot of debt. So that should tell you something, when your enemies started dumping what you owe them because they know they ain't gonna get paid if they go to war with you. Well, but that's neither here nor there. So like I said, Saudi Arabia is the one that's buying up all that stuff, but we ain't gonna get into that. I wanted to finish talking about prepping and being handicapped. Okay, if you prepping and handicapped, this is the worst time of the year for us. I mean, the weather is unstable, the walking is unstable. I mean, you could die from freezing really easy. I mean, the cold can sneak into your system and give you pneumonia, and next thing you know, you're in the hospital. My neighbor, she just went into the hospital. She had pneumonia. So I mean, you just got to be careful. I mean, this time of year is deadly for senior citizens. I mean, our immune system don't adjust like they did when we were younger, so we got to be extra careful. That's why people laugh when we wear a sweater sometimes around the house, but I like to wear my sweatsuit, because it's got an extra jacket. But yeah, put that extra sweater on. Stay safe, stay warm, stay alive. That's what I always say. Because don't try to be cool and cute and try to show your muscles and start flexing over like this and stuff like that. You'll be a nice corpse. But anyway, like that's about all I want to say. If things go bad and you're disabled, don't go out in the woods. Stay out of the woods. You know, bug in, get some reliable people in your group that you trust. Hunker down, find out what's going on. You know, it's that time of year, ice, snow, and slush. It's a killer. Because, you know, it's supposed to be a truly amazing year, 2020 this year. It's supposed to be a lot of stuff happening. A lot of people calling for violence. A lot of people calling for civil wars. I'm just calling for peace. You know, we Americans, let's act like we a strong country instead of a third world country, because that's what I've been seeing us acting at over the last few years. It's like we a third world country. I mean, we act like we're what's that place down Venezuela? That's what we acting like. Everybody comparing us to Venezuela. If you are American, you should take a look at yourself in the mirror and start thinking, why is other countries and other people are comparing us to Venezuela? We're Americans. We're supposed to be the strongest country in the world. We're supposed to be the peacekeepers. Not anymore. They laugh at us. But that's a whole nother story. I'm getting off track. And all I wanted to say was, look, if you elderly, stay warm. That's basically the message for this. I mean, stock up on your meds. See if you can ask your doctor about 6 months supply of mail-in supplies that somebody had told you about. You know, if you're blind, stay out the snow. I mean, it's hard to walk out there when you have sight. You know. I know you got your cane and your walking stick, but be careful. There's ice out there, and you can't see that ice. So, you know, a lot of people I know that are visually impaired, they get hurt every year from falls, trips and falls. Okay, then. That's about it, YouTube. Thank you very much.